this is the final, and we have Captain Z with Water Aggro piloting Pacific Champion and Spin Slicer as the main finisher, while his opponent, Daniel, is running Light, Dark, Fire, Armoloid, and its associated Mana Burn.
All the best to our contestants. Ketoda!
Shoes up! Okay, so right now they are doing the shuffling. So being the final match with Golden Alcadius trophy on the line, we can see that they are taking slightly longer than usual with their shuffling, yeah?
I bet it must be a really nerve-wracking moment for them. Well, JH, I know that you also are very familiar with Armoloids. What will you be looking here if you were in Daniel's shoes?
Definitely will try and burn more mana, and we actually noticed that Daniel actually runs Dark Hydra, so a fair bit of recursion from Daniel, I would expect.
Yeah. On the other hand, for Captain Z, he's actually running a mono water deck. Yeah, and it's very different from the usual DM 1 to 12 mono water with the inclusion of Pacific Champion. It's a 2 mana Merfolk Evo that is a speed attacker 5k, similar to Spin Slicer. However, the main difference is that it cannot be attacked by non-evolution creatures, making it one of the toughest threats actually to remove from the field.
Agree. So on Daniel's deck, he will require triggers to actually counter the early aggression from Captain Z. So what Daniel have are 4 Therapids, 4 Hellscraper. So maybe Nihi, you can explain a bit about Hellscraper?
Yeah, so remember everyone's favorite card, Apocalypse Vice? It's very similar. Hellscraper is a 7 mana shield trigger where you can destroy any of your opponent's creatures up to 5k total power.
Indeed. So that actually can take out Spin Slicer or Pacific Champion if they do hit onto a Hellscraper upon hitting the shields.
And with such a big budget range of 5k, you can actually take up to 2 to 3 creatures, essentially crippling aggro decks.
Indeed. So, alright, without further ado, looks like they are starting with the game. So, looks like Captain Z is charging his mana first.
And now Daniel is on the play. Yeah. So,
wait. Actually, Captain Z summoned Fleece Blader.
Oh, but he changes to Aqua Guard.
Right.
Good old classic Aqua Guard.
I see. Probably holding a Spin Slicer in his hand. Right now, Daniel with Hellscraper being charged.
Will he get the Spin Slicer? That will be an explosive start.
Indeed. Let's see. So right now, it's still a pretty slow gameplay. I think they are getting on with the game, a bit of nerves.
Oh look, Spin Slicer comes
Slicer.
down. Let's go, it goes in.
Trigger? Any?
Therapy. Oh, all the early momentum Captain Z build is gone.
Indeed. So now the momentum shift towards Daniel to his advantage. Daniel passes.
What a powerful card. With 1 therapy, 2 of Captain Z's cards are gone already. He has to also be careful of refill, even though mono water has a lot of refill with like Aqua Hawkers, Knife Juggler, and even sometimes Energy Stream and Lucky Ball. He runs Cyber Brain instead of Energy Stream.
So Captain Z summoned Time Scout, allowing him to see Daniel's top deck.
Time Scout may look like a Winnie with only 1k power, but being a merfolk, it can also evolve into Pacific Champion. So Daniel has to watch out here.
So Daniel definitely is on the defensive side of things, summoning Kin, a blocker with 4k power.
Oh, a second Spin Slicer comes from Captain Z. Oh, he looks a bit confused. Is there something special about Kin?
Oh, Kin is a power attacker. So if Kin chooses not to block the next turn, Daniel can actually destroy either the Spin Slicer or the Time Scout.
So I think sequencing is very important here. He has to decide. Oh, Spin Slicer goes first.
So Daniel blocked the attack of the Time Scout, killing the Time Scout.
Oh, that's a big mistake by Captain Z. The Time Scout should always go first. So if anything, the Spin Slicer can overpower if King decides to block.
Indeed. So right now, I think Daniel will actually destroy the Spin Slicer. Yes, he does.
With 3 creatures dead, there's not much fuel left for Captain Z. Luckily, Aqua Hawkers provides some draw. It's not looking good for Captain Z, but maybe he can play towards a Crystal Paladin out and bounce the King and other blockers after building a board.
So what Daniel did is he summoned Rotus, and with the effect of Seaman Warrior Gush, he actually burned 1 mana as well.
Hawkers to draw.
So right now, I think Daniel is deciding what he's gonna do. Another Rotus, another Seaman Warrior Gush. Oh, another Rotus. Yet another mana being burned, another Hawkers being destroyed.
Dropping Captain Z to 2 mana. Now Daniel's looking in a very good position. Oh, what the Hawkers?
Did he even shuffle his deck? Just joking. So you can see that Daniel actually thinks quite a while before he summon anything. So looks like he's going for a total burn package here.
Oh, a Knife Juggler, 3,000. And if your every card in your deck is water, when you attack, you draw an additional card.
Indeed, lots of resource top up from our water aggro player, Captain Z over here.
Daniel's thinking hard.
I think he'll play Rotus. Oh, indeed.
Oh, I thought Rotas.
Looks like another player never shuffled his deck.
Yeah, we should check the shuffling next time.
Indeed.
2 mana burn, putting mono water down to 1 mana. If I'm Daniel, wow, you will feel so confident right now.
Indeed, it's quite hard for Captain Z to stage a comeback, given that he only has 2 hand cards as well.
And Knife Juggler being 3k to King's 4k and Simian Warrior Grash 3k, it's very hard for him to come back now.
Indeed. So I think Daniel will just slowly control the game. Oh, so he summoned Dark Hydra, so his recursion can start.
Wow, that's a very pretty card. Wow, maybe you can share more about the effect.
So whenever you summon a creature, so you can take back the same race of the creature you summon from your graveyard to your hand. So it's a recursion effect that is pretty strong, especially with Rotus.
Holy All to clear the board, and Daniel is very stable and happy right now.
Indeed, I think he'll go for 1 turn kill. It's safer that way.
As a rush player, what you're doing now is actually to see the deck list. You want to drag the game out as long as possible to understand how many triggers and what other cards is Daniel running in his deck.
But as you can see, Daniel actually play Rotus just now to burn another mana, even when there's no creature on Captain Z board. Oh, so actually Captain Z just forfeited the match. He know that there's no way out.
First game goes to Daniel, who's now up 1-0.
So I think he's explaining the chain of effects to Captain Z right now.
What a kind of opponent, educational. We
Yeah.
don't eat our newbies up, we educate them.
So a very wholesome tournament, very wholesome Singapore DMTCG community, as you can see over here.
And the loser of game 1 starts first, the next round. So now we are waiting for them to shuffle. Looks like Daniel is teaching him more things.
Yes, indeed. And I think for this final game, it's nice to see different archetype, aggro versus control.
And because we nerf deck out, I know it's your favorite deck, but we nerf deck out in this matchup, so we actually get a lot of mid-range representation with like Daniel's Armoloid mid-range kind of control, rather than a pure control, or the soul swap decks that you're probably used to seeing in international tournaments.
Definitely agree with you, but I still enjoy my deck out pretty much. But it's nice to see a control deck being in the final as well, representing the control players.
Yeah. So after deck out, what would be your second favorite archetype? For me, it's obvious. I'm an aggro player through and through. I like things fast and efficient.
Maybe grab Mana Burn using Essence, Elf, Mana Crisis, Repencil to slowly burn my opponent down to, 0 mana, out-resourcing him. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like they're taking a while to shuffle. Maybe we can... Oh, okay. They're cutting the deck.
Yep. Looks like game 2 will start anytime soon.
Do you have any strategy to cutting the deck?
Not really. I think if luck is on your side, it's on your side. You don't really have to cut multiple times.
Okay. So, because Daniel won the previous game, Captain Z will be going first.
So let's see whether he can get a 1-drop out for his first turn.
He gets a Aqua Guard. Oh, looking at his mana, he charged Spin Slicer. So that is quite obvious to Daniel that he probably has a second one. But that's a very interesting choice. Spin Slicer is one of the best things the deck can do. I might have held it on longer even with double Spin Slicer.
Indeed.
Captain's deck is actually quite lucky. With only 8 2-drops, speed attackers, it's very actually unlikely to get Spin Slicer out on the first turn for both games.
Now he's looking advantageous for Captain Z with 2 creatures on board, but Stargrandu can trade with the Time Scout.
Yeah. What would Daniel need to stabilize here actually? It's looking quite grim for him. Oh, a Kin!
Kin is actually very underassuming with 4k power, but the power attacker effect makes up for it.
Yeah, it makes a big dilemma for Captain Z whether to go in, especially because there's that huge thick fat blocker in his face.
He chooses to go in. Would that be another trigger? Nope.
Such a smart move, protecting his Spin Slicer with the Aqua Guard. However, as you see the earlier Spin Slicer, if he kept it on hand, he will actually have double Spin Slicer here.
Indeed. Rotus. Good old Rotus. Giving the dilemma to Captain Z.
Oh, and Daniel is able to stabilize there. And wow, very powerful play for Daniel, stabilizing without any triggers.
But Captain Z is quite lucky. He managed to get Lucky Ball out with 2 draws.
Yeah. So if I'm Captain Z, I'm looking out for Crystal Paladin with my opponent only left at 2 shields and most of Daniel's blockers all being 3 mana or higher. I think with 1 Crystal Paladin and it's likely to be game.
I see. So Daniel actually summoned another creature on the board. So he's playing relatively defensive.
Oh, is that a Petrova?
Looks like it. So he actually give a race, a race of his choice plus 4,000 power.
Wow, Daniel's in a good spot here. Looks like it's very hard for Captain Z to break through. He needs to really dig for the Crystal Paladin.
Indeed, and Petrova actually can be a pseudo attacker as well, given that it can't be targeted by any opponent's spell or creature unless the player has to choose to destroy Petrova himself.
What would Daniel need to stabilize?
I would actually think Daniel is in a pretty good state right now, so he's actually trying to control slowly. He's trying to make Captain Z waste his resource. When he's summoned, he's just gonna destroy the creature like he did with the Rotus just now.
What's so scary is the pure amount of draw that Mono Water has. It may trade off some speed compared to like Fire Nature Rush, but it has an endless amount of draw with Hawkers, Lucky Ball, Knife Jugglers, just draw. So Daniel really has to build a board that can deal with this slow but certain flow of creatures.
Indeed. So right now Captain Z is slowly thinking, what should he do? Summon a Surfer, bounce the Kin, only for Daniel to summon during the next turn. There's pretty much nothing much he can do right now due to the Petrova.
Well, but Petrova at 3.5k makes it an easy return. Any attackers will suffer its wrath. Yeah, that's one weakness of Mono Water. Besides the evils, the rest are all at 3k or below. Very easy for Daniel's fatter creatures to stabilize.
And I think Daniel is reaching close to 7 mana soon. He can actually do a Bob White with Hellscraper. So that's the scary part about running fire in his deck.
But with Captain Z's hand, he may have a speed attacker hidden, as we can't see. And if that comes down, he can put Daniel in a very bad position.
So right now, Daniel, he's trying to think what he should do. I think he will go on defensive if I were in Daniel's position.
It's quite scary with the amount of draw Mono Water has. It's at 6 mana and is still able to compete with a Fire Dark control deck.
Indeed, I think for Captain Z, he need to go wider in terms of his board to stand a chance of breaking all the shields that Daniel have.
And on the other hand, if Daniel can burn him down to below 4 and without any Crystal Paladin, then it's more or less his game to win.
So actually, for Daniel's deck, I think he knew it's centric around burning mana, right? Through Seaman Warrior Gush. So in this match, you can see that he's not burning mana as much as compared to the first match. So therefore, he's in a bit of dilemma right now.
Oh, but the Keen and Sargwandu, that gives him a lot more leeway. Keen being a blocker is effectively a second shield, and and Captain Z would then need 3 attackers to win here.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty tough for Captain Z to counter Daniel right now. Stargrandu with his unique effect can effectively take out all of Captain Z creature, apart from the new kid on the block, Pacific Champion.
Yeah, Captain Z really needs a Pacific Champion being able to bypass all the attackers or a Crystal Paladin win.
Yeah, but I actually think that the likelihood of him getting Pacific Champion is much higher, given that he has multiple Pacific Champion in his deck.
One issue with Mono Water is the huge and high amount of 1-drop blockers, giving you very bad refill quality. So even though you have a lot of draw, a lot of the top decks are quite poor quality, making it very hard for Mono Water to come back. But you never know. There's always luck in play.
Indeed, to recap for our viewers, so Pacific Champion actually helps you to go past a non-evolution blocker.
And what luck, he pulls back on a Crystal Paladin, bouncing the Keen and trading into Petrova so that all the Armoloids are no longer at 5k.
Indeed, so now Daniel has to be careful. He's down to 1 single shield, and Stargrandu can't really take care of Paladin. So Captain Z is just 1 more evolution away from finishing the game.
But he's not without options. He still has quite a lot of mana, so maybe he can do something to stabilize here. Especially that Keen is bounced back to the hand and not sent to a graveyard.
I absolutely agree with you, Nishi. And I guess being 1 shield left, there's always the mechanic called shield trigger. So yeah, you never know.
And Daniel runs 10 of them in his decks, all really powerful shield triggers. 4 pit, 4 Hellscraper, all able to deal with the Crystal Paladin, and 2 Holy Ore for dramatic effect.
Indeed, sometimes Holy Ore is the lifeline that you need to come back from a losing position.
Oh, double Keen, so effectively giving him 3 shields, or that now Captain Z will need 4 attackers or a second Paladin to win. Oh, he goes in for the last shield. What is his strategy?
I think he's just trying to go in to reduce Daniel to 0 shield and maybe get a lucky top deck of Pacific Champion to call game.
It doesn't look good for him because Daniel can stabilize fully here. Oh, 3 blockers. Snoke lah, that's an interesting card.
Yeah, so Snook La is an anti-mana burn kind of card. If Daniel's mana is being burned, you return to his hand instead rather than being sent to the graveyard.
But it acts very well dual purpose, being a 3k blocker, really able to slow down aggro and all, even though maybe not the strongest blocker. With another 2 Keens, only a Crystal Paladin can save Captain Z.
Or our good old friend Pacific Champion yet again. So let's see whether Captain Z has the luck of the draw.
It's so tense right now. I can't imagine what our players are feeling.
you can see the dynamics. 5 shields, but facing tons of blocker, so there's nothing much he can do.
Oh, and he goes for Meltdown. Meltdown removes all the shields and brings it down to the same number of shields your opponent has. So essentially, he has to open all his shields, and it becomes a situation of blockers. However, Daniel has Petrova, which cannot be targeted by shield triggers. So he's always able to go in unless Captain Z put in a Holy Ore in his deck.
Unfortunately for Captain Z, he runs a pure water, so Petrova gets a free runway to finish the game.
And congratulations to our champion, Daniel!
With his mana burning through all the competitors in this tournament. Congratulations once again.
Woohoo!